times you have visited to Hyderabad for this introducing a Turkish food?
This is my second time. I love the first time we get a nice interaction with the Hyderabad people. And then they invite us again, the Turkish consular. We say, of course, we are coming because last year we had a good reaction with the people. And, in a gastronomic field, we say food as a policy to contact and interaction with other people. And last year we had a nice communication and nice interaction with the Hyderabadi people. And this year they invite me, so of course I will come and.
And what is a popular dish? I mean, why there is a lot of need? You have specially come from your country,
yes.
Turkey. So what is the need? Like what special dishes you'll be introducing and how people are responding on that?
Yeah, there's some cuisine. They say it's a way of the world gastronomy. One of them is the Turkish cuisine. There also Indian cuisine as well, famous in the world. But Indian people, I think, they want to try another country's food, and the Turkish cuisine, I think, is near their taste, and they want to test a different taste. That's why I brought some products special from the Turkey, like wine leaf, dry eggplant, dry pepper, and some special, for example, pastrami. And we did for the Hyderabad people, they don't like beef, and we prepared for them lamb pastrami. And now we are cooking with the Turkish product and with the authentic Turkish food. And we brought here. It's easy to people come here and test the Turkish food in Hyderabad. That's easy for them, and that way I think they react.
But do you think the demand is more now as this international cuisines are more in demand? The different growth is happening. There is a food culture change in Hyderabad.
Yes, of course, because of globalization, people habits they change because they saw on the TV, they saw on social media the other cuisine, and they interest. What's that? And when we bring the Turkish food here and people interact, they want to try it. That I think all about globalization and communication devices are improved, and that's why people they interesting about the other cuisines, the international cuisines food. What I learned from the last year, people want to try a different cuisine, and that's why we did a second one with the Hyderabad Sheraton Hotel. And I'm so happy to be here, and because people give me positive electrics, and that's why we came here. We left our job for 2 weeks, and we came here to be with that people. And also, we are giving the Turkish food, and they taste our food. And I'm learning Indian cuisine from the chefs working here and the people work here as well. It's good, the sharing information. That's why I love to be in this business.
As in Hyderabad, we see more of the international food festivals are coming up. What is the reason? Like, you think there is a lot of change in the food habits and food culture?
So yes, the food habits are changing, and as in Marriott, we believe that we should be able to present world's local food at our different hotels and at our different restaurants. So in that effort, we are trying to get chefs from their own countries, from their own states and religions, to come and cook for us. And same different food, same different local food we can present to the locals. Because what we believe is a good restaurant is a place where locals go and dine. So we are taking a shift towards the real authentic local food of different religions, of different regions and different countries.
But when we talk about, I'm just talking about the people who are shifting nowadays to Hyderabad. Earlier we don't have much of the cuisine food options. Okay, how it's growing, and if we talk about especially 5-star hospitality, that is also growing. What do you have to say about that? Especially in talk about Hyderabad and this high-tech city.
So Hyderabad, and especially the high-tech city, it is a very diversified place. You can see people from all walks of life, from the different states. The hotel visits people from different nationalities. Almost 60% of our guests are from UK, from USA, and different places. And the city, as I said, hosts different people from different states, and they demand different foods. Now, as a multinational hotel chain, I can arrange chefs from different places and different countries and different regions, which a standalone restaurant cannot. So that is where we get the upper hand and advantage of getting chefs from different places, and that is how we can showcase different cuisines, and people like it.
And have you seen a growth in five-star hotels more growing in Hitex city?
Yes, absolutely, yes. There are more hotels coming, and you can see they are seeing restaurants full, especially dinners are almost full. Weekends we see a whole lot of shift now. Many families come and dine with us for breakfast, and this area we can see most of the people are professionals. So they work on weekdays, and in the weekends the families, they want to go out, they want to enjoy, they want to feel different, experience different cuisines, different places, and that is where different hotels and their different restaurants comes in, and that is how we provide different cuisines, and we have the global tourists with us.
So, as hospitality, we talk about in terms of Hyderabad, what changes you have seen in these so many years?
In the last 4-5 years, the way Hyderabad market has grown, you would see a lot of NRIs and a lot of foreigners coming into the market, especially into the high-tech and the Gachibowli area. And I feel now it's a time where Hyderabad has to move out, or while keeping its local base of Andhra food and Hyderabadi cuisine. But I think now is the time they have to move into cuisines like international cuisine, like we're doing Turkish Food Festival at Sheraton. And similarly, a lot of international cuisines have to move into the market. I think there is a lot of space for expansion of five-star hotels. The demand coming is really high. In the last few years, in fact, last 2 years to be precise, Hyderabad market has been the fastest growing market in India. And typically, if we talk about the Secunderabad region, and the old region has not grown so much because it's quite static in that sense. But the high-tech and the Gachibowli market is really expanding leaps and bounds. So the need of international cuisine, the influx of local and a bit of international, I think is the need of the hour.
So it means all the time hotels are going full?
Absolutely. I mean, the occupancies in Hyderabad on an average has been about 75-80% over the last year and a half. And like I said, Hyderabad is a major growing market, the fastest growing market in the last 2 years. Oh, wow. So there's a lot of demand coming up, and there are days in the month of November and February which are high peak days. All the hotels around Hitex and Gachibowli, they are sold out, and yet there is extra demand. And you'll be surprised to know that most of the corporates around us, they have inbuilt room within the premises as well. Yet, all the hotels are sold out. So imagine the demand generated in the city in the last year and a half. And especially with so much of space and infrastructure available in Hyderabad, there's so much of construction which can happen. And I think this is one more reason why people are opting to move into Hyderabad, because the space is still available. A recent example being the biggest Amazon office, which has just come next door to us at Wipro Circle. And it's the biggest office in the world, and about 18,000 seater. So that's one great example right under our nose.
Good. And if we talk about, people say high-tech, or Hyderabad is always a IT sector. We can say hospitality sector is also growing as compared to your other cities?
Oh, absolutely. While IT sector is the main bread and butter for all the hotels coming up, but there's so much room for hotels to come up. And I think with Marriott, Hyatt and Accor Group, the expansion plans they have in Hyderabad, I think the opportunity is immense. The city definitely needs more rooms. And from an F&B perspective, they definitely need more variety of cuisine coming into the picture. Because most of the standalone outlets in the city, they primarily customize in local food and food which is like globalized. But I think the need of specialty restaurants, which categorically I feel five-star hotels can cater of that level, is really the need of the hour.
So we can say it's a food culture change, totally.
Big time, and especially in high-tech and Gachibowli, the food culture is changing, big time. I've been here for 2 years now, and when I came in the last 2 years, the amount of foreigners and the NRIs have moved into the city, where we stay in the hotels around us, it's a visible change.